So where are my Davids at? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Where are my radical worshipers? Those that will worship in spirit and in truth. So the Bible tells us the man looks on the outside, but God is looking at the heart. And I love the story of King David. See, he was a worshiper, right? He was such a worshiper that his wife Michal despised his worship. Why? Because he was king. See, he had this outward appearance that needed to make sure that it aligned with his position as being king. He was ultimately embarrassing Michal. But you know what David said? Is what many of you need to say today. See, there are also eyes looking at you that think that it doesn't take all of that if it's in your family or on your job. And sadly, many times it's in the church, where the church should understand your kind of worship, because all of us have a testimony of how God snatched us out of hell, death, and the grave. But oftentimes people want to put you in a box because you are worshiping too loud, or you're too excited about God. But see, that's your testimony. See, they're looking on the outside, but they don't realize what's been going on in the inside. They don't see your time of prayer in your secret closet. They don't see your life of repentance. They don't see how the Lord is chastising you, because he calls those a son who he chastised, and you receive the chastisement and the correction of the Lord because your desperate desires to become more like him. See, they don't see all of that. They don't see that you're seeing the log in your eye when the Lord is saying you're too busy looking at the speck in other people's eyes. See, they don't see all that. All they see is control. See, they want to put you in a box and tell you to be quiet. They want to put you in a box and tell you you don't need to praise the way that you're praising. See, they want to operate in a spirit of Michal. See, his wife Michal looked at him and said, it don't take all of that. You're embarrassing me. You need to sit down. And you know what her husband said? David just looked at her in the eyes. This is just my version of it, and said, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna be more undignified than this. My praise is going to be a praise that's not just gonna embarrass you, but it's gonna embarrass my entire kingdom, but it's gonna bring glory to my God. So for those who are watching us, the remnant, you know, this season that we're in, where he is separating the chaff from the wheat, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to go? Because they ain't seen nothing yet, baby. We have a more undignified praise than this. We gonna worship God, and you can't put us in the box, because you can't put God in one. So get ready, because the glory is here, and we ain't letting this train pass us by.